Alright, good morning. I am in the Chattahoochee Wildlife Management Area in Georgia, and I'm going to be running some Forest Service roads. I've done this loop twice before. I parked at the ranger station because I wanted about a mile to get warmed up before we had to climb Martin Branch, and that fits the bill perfectly. So most of it's going to look like this. But Martin Branch is a closed Forest Service road, so it's still a Forest Service road, but it's just a little bit more overgrown. Alright, as I was saying earlier, Chattahoochee looks really low. So we're at the lower end, so not a good sign to see what the upper side is going to look like. But alright, so a little over a mile in on Martin Branch Road, and averaging about 12-minute mile right now. A little worse, but this is a hard climb, so I'm okay with that. I just got to keep it close. Run every time I possibly can. This is what I'm looking at so far. Some good double track for a service road. Alright, so far it's been a pretty tough climb. It's been a mixture of jogging and hiking. I brought my trekking poles just for this reason. The other side's gonna have some elevation climb too. So I'm starting to get some openings in my view, as you can see behind me there. So that's pretty cool. Opening it up to be a good day. Shit, I didn't bring any sunscreen, so that could be bad later. But for now, I'm mostly in the woods. So I'm in the side that's probably gonna have the most bear, just because it has the less traffic. So, whew. All right, so I'm a little over 3 miles in, and I slowed down for a quick break. I've had pretty good luck eating the Cliff Mini bars. Did it roughly 3 miles in, and then again somewhere between like 6 and 8. So figure now's as good as time as any, and I can let the stomach rest while I'm kind of moving slow. Averaging so far 13:20. That's slower than I want, but inside of what is realistic. So take it so far. Don't know the elevation yet. Alright, so I'm about 4.3 miles in. I have just under 1,000 feet of elevation gain in about 55 minutes. So far so good. If I climb a little bit faster, maybe I can fit that 5th mile in an hour and be on true pace. So still climbing, but making good time. So this is not the overgrown section, but there's one like it that's almost completely overgrown with tall weeds and stuff. So look forward to that. Going pretty good still. Got a nice breeze, and it's helped keep me cool. The hat was a good idea. The sweat's dripping a little bit further away from my glasses. I run with my head a little bit down anyway, so that works. Should have a few more miles left to the top, and then it's a 3-mile downhill run pretty much to the upper campgrounds, and then it's 5 miles from there to the lower campgrounds. and should be pretty good. As you can see behind me, actually back in front of me, still working with a nice service road. It's not technical. It's a nice kind of packed gravel, I guess, and it's been good running so far. But yeah, right after I get my camera away, here we are at that section I was just talking about. Alright, so closer than I expected. Ooh, it's a big spider web. Looks like this lap is just under 5 miles, or I should say the section Martin Branch Road. It's like 4.93. I'm at like about 1,500 feet of ascent, and I got about a 3-mile downhill run. I need to tie my shoes in. So I've been putting my phone back here in my pack, kind of just almost one-handing it, and it's worked out really well. I put the monopod against my back, and it keeps the face of my screen nice and dry, and actually helps get air back on my back. So win-win. Plus it frees up my pockets up front for campsites. Has a little stream that runs along it here, just off the Forest Service Road. So pretty good moving so far. I don't know how far I am on this lap, but it doesn't matter. I'll get there when I get there. This is the time I wanted to make up some speed. Yep, I kind of like the way this is set up. I can pull this out, put it away pretty quickly. So if the grader is on this side still, then that means they got to be almost done with the other side. Cleaned up, flattened out. Alright, so I'm at the upper Chattahoochee campground. I got the rest of the way to go. It's going to be about 8 miles, I guess. I don't think it's that far. Maybe 5 miles or so. So it might be a shorter loop than I thought, but that's fine. Strava and Garmin haven't matched up yet, so why start today? You can kind of see it today. That's cool. Maybe I can see it in the winter time this year. Definitely hiked it that way before. Still running at a mild pace. I've actually hiked up this way too, I think. I'm moving a little bit slower than 5 miles an hour. Overall, I should be making ground on that. But right now it is what it is. I want to say this section used to be really rough, but now with the grader, it's all cleaned up. This all looks pretty smooth and nice. I'm sure some of it's washed out. Yeah, this looks a little washed out already. That's alright. It's much better than it was earlier this year. Nothing sucks about that view. Right. It's pretty solid. One of the loops I've been checking out has gone back this way, and it's a Forest Service road for hunting. So I think I have to finish that loop, go out all the way on the Forest Service road and come around down, I believe lower than where we are now. I don't think it backs around the other way. It might. Still going pretty strong. Sweat getting in my eyes, but leaving a little bit later in the day. My glasses haven't been fogging nearly as bad, and the hat has had better success of keeping sweat and stuff out of my glasses. This was that exposed section I was talking about earlier. So this could be where I get burnt more. I got burnt Sunday on the river kayaking. But anyways, back in the shade. This is Jas's Creek Campground. It's been one of our favorites that's not part of the actual national parks. So it also means that I'm 2 miles out from the car. I think I have one more climb. I wasn't thinking there was as much downhill on that as there was, but it is what it is. A couple miles to go, and I'll be finished. Alright, so this is probably the last good overlook of this run. I think I'm going to head back down into Low Gap Campground, and then there's about a mile from there to the Ranger Truck Station. So been a fun day so far. Good running, good weather, nice breeze, everything falling into place. So I'm at Low Gap Creek Campground. It's the creek itself and the bridge. I got 1 mile left to the Ranger Station, so I don't know, 15 minutes or so. Doesn't matter. Good run. I should have a little bit of a climb and then a descent into the aids. It's not an aid station, it's a ranger station. One of my favorite views of this whole hike, run, whatever, and I almost ran right by it. Should be almost finished. Stopping on my way out for a couple of pictures of the stream, river, whatever. Most of you won't be able to tell how low this is. It's pretty cool now. Anyone who fishes up here will know. It's pretty low.